All right, we are out in the Nicholas, and I am using my alter ego account, just another math teacher. Uh, the Halsey Seawiz Tech already played tonight, and so now I'm out here working on this account. We have 3 DDs, 4 cruisers, 1 battleship, and 1 aircraft carrier in this random battle. That's interesting. Small lineup. So we're playing in a
General
standard
orders.
battle. And standard battle just means that each team has a base.
Good
If
luck, everyone.
the other team can get into our base before we can take theirs,
Good luck,
then they
everyone.
win. Every once in a while, a team will do that, even though they only have 1 or 2 players left, and you still have a bunch because you get caught out. And so, hopefully, my team is mindful of that. The way I would have done it if I was the battleship is I would actually hang back there by our base and and then let the smaller ships get out there and scout. It's nice if you can keep a cruiser within range, but since we have an aircraft carrier, they'll help spot for that. All I'm doing is headed down the 2 line. I am scouting to see what's out here. I see
Enemy
that
force
there's a
detected.
York. He's put up some aircraft, and now we have spotted the hill. So we are in a tier 5, 6, 7 match. So the hill is on my side. It's a tier 5 DD. The York, though, is a tier 7 cruiser, and so German cruiser, pretty darn good ship. I have one of those. If
Smoke
she
generator
catches me
started.
out, I'll be in trouble. So I am just turning on my smoke, get a few shots at the hill, and outside his radar, his torpedo range, hoping that somebody else would be spotting him, but no luck. I was the only one. Apparently, my smoke is screening out my Mayoko, my company cruiser. So just throwing out a few torps. No chance that they're actually going to hit
Smoke
anything.
screen set.
All right, Mayoko is moving in, and looks like he might have the hill in a compromised situation, so that would be nice. Okay, and somebody is definitely tearing into the hill, and over on the other side, they're tearing into the Hawkins, a British cruiser, and the enemy team already lost the Mahan somehow to the Colorado. My goodness. Okay, a dev strike. Now, how does a Colorado clean up a DD with one
Torpedoes, direct
heavy
front.
shot? Must have just caught him just right. Excellent job. Okay. I was seen by the aircraft, and the Pensacola came around that corner. Pensacola's are designed to kill DDs, so I could be in big trouble here. The thing with the Pensacola, though, is their turret traverse is so poor. It's extremely slow. I just played the Pensacola earlier this evening, and then, oh,
Our
cool.
team has taken the lead.
Okay, I yoinked that shot, but
Enemy
hey, we'll
destroyer
take it.
sunk.
We needed that hill out of there before he put some torps into my cruiser. But Pensacola,
Torpedoes to port.
if he is turning at all, he'll outturn his turret traverse. It's really a pain. I was actually head to head with a German cruiser, and he was stuck against the rock, and I was
Engine
drifting
boost
past him, and
activated.
I couldn't get my guns to hardly bear on him. He almost put me down, and finally somebody else had to shoot him because I couldn't get my guns to get into position, and I was doing my best to slow down. So that Pensacola would have a hard time keeping those guns on me as long as I am moving in a direction that's forcing his turrets to traverse. If I stay in a straight line toward him or away from him, though, I'll be in trouble. Alright, taking advantage of Hill's smoke that he left for me.
That's how it's done.
Don't have any idea how much time's on it here. Throwing out some torps at that Pensacola. We'll take a few shots at him since he's moving away. The torps won't catch him. And oops,
Smoke generator started.
the smoke is disappearing. So I had my own ready. I planned for that. Good thing too, because I would have been in big trouble with Pensacola and York right there, and me just sitting there looking dumb. Now I'm in reverse. You can back up faster than your smoke generates. If you're not careful, you back right out of it. So just kind of taking it easy.
Smoke screen set.
There, okay. Lit a fire. We're probably not going to put him down by ourselves, but we'll give him other things to think about. Make him miserable.
Engine boost deactivated.
Pensacola's are a pretty easy ship to citadel if you're another cruiser or if you're a battleship.
I need help.
Battleship can delete one shot, but not me. These are pretty puny little guns. Oh, one of the other players, D. Burt, said he was requesting support, and then he said, oops, that was my cat. His cat must have been playing with his keyboard. All right. Somebody shoot that thing. I'm going to wear out my smoke here pretty soon. In fact, it seems like my smoke trail's getting smaller already. That's what I'm looking for here, is to see where my smoke is, make sure I don't drift out of it. Yeah, that's it. Oh my gosh.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
I don't have any idea how I did that. He had half his health. Something hit him, and then I hit him right after and was able to finish. Oh my goodness. There's a Leon here. I'll be darned. Ooh. He fortunately was loaded up with AP. If he had been loaded up with HE, I would have been dead already. So throw out torps from one side, come around. He is desperately trying to get his guns. I wonder why was he charging in there like that? He knew I was there. Maybe he thought he'd catch me by surprise, but then why did he have AP? He should have had HE loaded if he was going DD hunting. Okay, there's nothing he can do now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. One dead battleship. Dev strike. So
Problem solved, sir.
I yoinked the DD. I yoinked the
Engine boost
that
activated.
cruiser. But I cleaned up on the battleship. That was all mine. Okay, well, all they have left now is the aircraft carrier, so I can see where he was. I can see where his planes are coming from. Don't have a whole lot of health. We said GG. Somebody else on their team said GG. Somebody on their team said not really. Well, that's true. They got plowed over, but that happens. Okay, lit fire. Now he'll put it out right away. Carriers do that automatically. The player doesn't have any choice. I'd like to throw some torps out at him. So let's do that. Get him going. And then I'm shooting in toward his hangar deck, which I can actually do something with them. And would not have been good to take those torps. So dodge those. Trying to fire my torps, but also watching out for where more torps come from. And oh, the game ended. And our guy Jamad finished the job. Okay, well, good. Well, 2 yoink kills and 1 dev strike. That's rather interesting. 65,000, almost 65,500 damage. 69 shots that landed. 6 torpedoes that landed on that battleship. Shot down 3 aircraft. Destroyed 3 ships. Set 2 fires. Caused flooding on that battleship. And ended up on top of the leaderboard with 1,428 base XP. So, not bad for Tier 5 Nicholas in a Tier 5, 6, 7 match. That's alright. Okay, I fired off 175 shots and landed just about 70 of them. So, and potential damage 268,000 potential damage. So those were the torpedoes from the airplane. That's the shots that were landing near me but didn't hit. Okay, I brought in 178,000 in credits, 307 in free XP, plus 4,762 in base XP, 247 in Elite Commander XP, and 5,000 for my commander on board the Nicholas. Okay, so exploring the Nicholas. I'm in the port of New York here. You can see that I was rather busy. I have been playing Nicholas, and the Pensacola, and just going battle to battle to battle, not even slowing down. So Nicholas has 2 single fire guns up forward and 2 back aft. It's a neat little ship. She fires off 2 sets of 3 torpedoes on each side, so 6 torpedoes go out in a salvo. And you saw what they could do to the battleship when they all land. They do really good damage. I think it takes about 4 of them to land to actually sink a battleship. But sometimes I have to swerve back around and bring in my other salvos from the other side. So I am using a pretty new captain. I've got him up to level 7 already. Lawrence Bailey. He's a commander, which is about right for a DD. Although he's going to be making it up to probably captain here real soon. I did use some of my Elite Commander XP to bump this up so that I got a little bit more HP on my ship, and that has actually helped. I would have been dead a long time before I got to that carrier at the rate things were going. So that extra definitely made a difference. So I'm running preventative maintenance to help keep my torpedo tubes, my steering gears, and all of that from getting knocked out, my engine. And then when they do get knocked out, then Last Stand keeps me clunking along with about a third power or so, and steering gears still work somewhat. So I can maneuver, not great, but sometimes it's enough to get me out of trouble. Because this is a Tier 5 ship, there aren't too many choices here. So I get main armaments mod 1, given the choices that are available to me, and that I run my Juliet Charlies so that I can't explode. I don't really need the magazine modification 1, so I use main armaments mod 1. Keeps my torpedoes and guns from getting knocked out as easy. And then engine room protection to try to help keep my engines from getting knocked out, my steering gears and all that. But that's why I have last stand, because they still will get knocked out. I could run damage control, but that's more of a battleship thing. I'm going to catch fire if I get hit. That's just the way it is. I might think about getting the engine boost mod later on when I get enough coal, but I need that for some of my upper tier ships when I get to those. So I'm going to save that coal. However, I do run the aiming systems mod 1, and that helps keep my shells in a tighter grouping so that when I fire, they land where I fire. Sometimes I don't fire in the right spots, but when you're in a knife fight with another DD, it is pretty difficult to keep them going. And of course, he's twisting and turning, same as I'm twisting and turning, and it gets pretty wild there. It's a normal damage control party. I get that nice American smoke. Takes 33 seconds to lay it down, and then 115 seconds, just short of 2 minutes, before it disperses. So during that time, I can sit there and farm away on battleships as long as I don't have to worry about somebody sneaking in on me like that one battleship almost did, or somebody laying torps right into my smoke. That happens sometimes. So you probably have to be aware of what's going on. You just can't sit there, but I don't just sit there usually. And then I run engine boost. Given the choice between that and defensive AA, I really prefer engine boost. Even though it would help to keep the airplanes off me, engine boost is what's going to get me out of trouble. And so I depend on that. Then I run a basic set of flags. Always run Juliet Charlies. Always, 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 so that you don't blow up from a single shot, because that can happen. I've seen it. And then when I have it available, I like to run at least these 3 extras. I run the November Echo SETI 7 to help me with anti-aircraft. I run Sierra mics to make me that much faster. And then I run the X-Ray Papa Una 1s that make my smoke spread out a little bit further. And that can be helpful both to me and to any cruisers I'm trying to screen for. So that's Nicholas, and I like her. She's a difficult ship to play because she's spotted far earlier than her torpedo distance, and I'll try to get that concealment down. But right now I'm spotted at 6.5K, so a lot of the ships that I'm playing against are going to spot me first, and so I have to be pretty quick with smoke, and then I have to be ready to get out of dodge. I can't just sit there and wait for them to come after me. So her guns are okay with those 4 guns. They reload in 4 seconds, where I get 3.3 on the Kid at tier 8, and Mahan has pretty fast reload also. So I am looking forward to that tier 7, but gotta work my way up there, because when you're working with a new account, that's just the way it is. And oh, I must have got comped, because I'm up to 5 now. I was at 3. So all right, I had a good battle. So I'm going to, let's see what I got in my containers here. Always worth checking. I can use these signals. Those are 2 that I use on my destroyer right there, plus a little extra free XP. Not bad. I don't need the RAM flags for a DD, although I have had to kill a submarine by ramming, so maybe I ought to start putting those on too, because it does seem like it happens. And as soon as I get up to, I finished up the Science of Victory campaign, so now I need to start working on the 5 epics of the Navy, and then I'll just kind of work my way across, because these are more difficult campaigns that it takes a higher tier ship, at least tier 8s, to get the Yamamoto and Halsey campaigns done. But I will get to those, and then we just keep on rolling, and it's fun. I'm enjoying this business of opening up a new account, and I still played a few games on my regular account, and that went pretty well. I lost a couple in the mites, but then I moved over into Kid, and I think I won 3. And then I've been playing on here since then, and uh, you saw the results. They were really good. So can't complain. All right, well, have a good evening.